Titles. Go, Kev.
Bad Mother Whopper.
What? The Hitler Bug.
Welcome to the Eagle's Nest.
Dan.
Hands and knees.
Make the dog go pee. Pee pee.
Day?
Say, hey.
Thanks, Val.
You can stop.
Baby. Knife. Dog.
Did you just hit a bong?
No, it's got something jammed in his goddamn nose.
Get it out! Get it out! It's stuck! Ah!
All right.
Ah!
This.
Warning. What you are about to hear contains explicit language, adult themes, and potentially disturbing content. The views and opinions expressed are those of the hosts and do not reflect the opinions of anyone else, anywhere, ever, in the history of the world. This podcast is intended for an immature audience and should not be listened to by anyone, anywhere, ever, in the history of the world. You know, fuck it. You've been warned.
Hello, welcome to this week's edition of Geek Pod. I'm your host, Paul.
Wait, something's missing.
Fuck him. Keep going.
I'm here.
Kev.
Yo. Jack.
I heard he's like on a fucking beach somewhere or something. Anyway, guys, what's got you geeked?
Who's on a beach?
Your mom.
My
Oh,
mom. Damn. That would tint the camera.
No.
No, don't do that.
I've got a good one. I've got a good one. I've got
Okay,
something.
Kev's chomping. Go.
I've got something to share, and it has the same initials as Bad Mother Whopper.
Did you get a new vehicle?
Sure did.
Woo-woo!
Ooh,
Wow.
What'd you get?
It's a 2021 BMW R1250 GS motorcycle.
Nice.
Wow.
That's
Is
awesome.
Is it because it was scratched from the incident? The old one?
Not. Oh no, it's not that one. No. That's much newer than this. No.
Oh,
But
Kev,
this
you're
is
right. My head's
this
cut off.
actually
There we go.
belongs to. There's a pretty fun story behind how I met this guy and his friends out riding one time. But this is a guy that him and his cousin rode with us last year when I did the Northeast Backcountry Discovery Route, NEBDR. This is one of the two guys. They left out before us that morning. And they only made it to Section 5, and they bagged it. Different reasons why. Well, no, they had some issues, and they bagged it. Low mileage, great deal. I was actually looking for another bike for various reasons. I wanted something newer. I wanted something different, fun, whatever. Didn't really want to buy a brand new bike. This guy gets a hold of me at work. What day was it? Was it Tuesday? It might have been. No, it was might have been Tuesday. Tuesday? I don't know. Whatever day it was. It might have been last week. But he gets a hold of me at work, and he's like, I'm selling my bike. Can you spread the word? No, he didn't want to use Facebook, didn't want to use Craigslist. He doesn't like the morons calling him. He just wanted to spread the word to people he knew. So I told him, send me all the details, whatever. I'll give it to the BMW club I'm in, because I am in a club. The guy that wrecked last year, the president of the club, got me into it. Begged me to join for whatever reason. I don't know. I still don't think it was. They think it was a good idea, but doesn't matter. I'm in. That's all that matters. So he gave me all the details. I was going to send it to all these guys, and then I got thinking about it. I'm like, you know what? The only reason I don't own a BMW is because they're very dealer maintenance intense. In other words, BMW wants you to take your bike to the dealer for everything, like all the time. Like every 3,000 to 5,000 miles, they want you to do this maintenance and checkup services and shit. Closest one is in Albany. There used to be one in Rochester, but now the closest one is in Albany. And I'm not having any of that shit. So I've been staying away from BMW, but this is a really good deal. There's 2 guys in the club that are great mechanics. They do all their own work. They don't do anything with the dealer. So I've got those resources. I've already talked to them, and they're good guys. I've ridden with them a couple of times. So it's a good deal in that sense. But this bike, I'm really pretty well stealing it. He just wanted to get rid of it for what he owed on it. It's immaculate. It runs great. He's a IT type, bit of a gearhead, so he's taking really good care of it. It's got low mileage, so I'm really psyched. Oh, here's the best part. So I years and years ago rode BMW. I've always liked them. They're great bikes. Had a great history. You know, a lot of people don't know this, but BMW has been making motorcycles since 1923. The other thing a lot of people don't know is what the rondelle means. The little blue and white circle emblem. I'll let you all hash that out between yourselves, and then I'll tell you what it is. But BMW has been making motorcycles for a very, very, very long time, and they really know how to make a really good bike. So I'm really, really happy to get back onto it. And the cool part about this bike is it's black and yellow.
Ooh, nice.
Back in late 80s, early 90s, they had a GS, they always referred to it as the Bumblebee GS because it was black and yellow. They only made it a year or two. And I've always loved that one. I've always thought that was the coolest looking one. You can't find them very often. You don't find them very often. This is a black and yellow bike. It's also the 40th, 40 years of GS edition. So it's a special model. It was limited. So I'm pretty happy. Just got a little paperwork to do. I got the bike in my garage. I paid for it today. He's just got to get to the bank and swap things over, and I got to get to DMV, and that's it. And I'm riding it. So
That's
I'm very,
awesome.
very happy.
Congrats, Kev.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That's all cool.
Thanks. Now, does anybody know what the rondelle it means? What that round BMW symbol? Does anybody have any idea what that means?
No, sir.
Got no clue.
It is a airplane propeller.
Oh,
Because BMW built engines for the German Air Force as well as other reasons, commercial aircrafts, before they built automobiles or motorcycles.
That's cool. How'd you go
Nice.
finding this though, Kev? Like what's the story behind that, real quick? How'd you find this? You just
That information circulates through the BMW clubs.
Okay.
I learned it from somebody
right.
else.
I mean, about the icon.
Yeah, yeah.
What?
Jack,
the
you were
icon.
asking about how he got the bike, right? Because he
Yeah, I was asking. Oh, but like through groups, but like just
Yeah.
communicate that stuff. That's
Story.
cool.
It's
No, I know the whole story, but like
told the
just
whole
through the groups
story.
and all that.
It's
All right,
Yeah,
well,
no, I mean,
not
laid
trying
it
to
out
get-
A
for
lot of-
everybody. It's
a
just
lot of people that ride the BMW motorcycles also have older bikes, and they like the history behind them. You know, not so much what Germany almost did to the world, but you know, the whole. Hey, look, people like freaking Volkswagen Bugs too, and they were created by Hitler. People don't know that, but the
Yeah,
only
sure.
reason the Bug exists is because Hitler wanted a people's car. That's a different story. Next.
yeah, right.
Um,
Moving on.
9. What has me geeked this week?
Wow, dude.
Yeah. Wow. All right. So what has me geeked is just working around the house again. So like I've sent you guys a couple pictures. I know he's like rolling his eyes, but it's just like little things, just doing things around the house. It's pretty awesome, making it look nice. You're taking a white door and you turn it a forest green. You guys gave me shit because you think it's an Eagles door, but my friend gave me a good comeback. So if you ever come into my house, welcome to Eagles Nest. That's what I'm going to call it now. So that's pretty cool. But just making the accent door, I guess that adds the curb appeal, and $5,000 if you have a good accent door can increase the home value, which is kind of neat. And just in the backyard alone, like I said, just taking a shovel and taking all the grass out and putting mulch around. Oh my God. I filled up my garbage can and my recycling bin with all this grass that I didn't need. Like I just like sifted it all the dirt back into the ground, but holy shit, that was heavy as fuck. Like literally one of my neighbors came over because he said he would try to help me if I was doing it and I was already done. He's like, "Oh, it looks like you're already done." I'm like, "Yeah, what the fuck, man?"
Yeah.
Exactly. That's what it was like. It's like, "Eh." But no, but when you're like having the shovel in the ground, like I'm finding stuff like whoever owned this house before me, I don't know who owned it, but like there's like old like wires in the ground, like nothing's plugged in, but no, I don't know.
Don't cut through those.
I'm not gonna no, they're all unplugged, but like people's like I don't know, like
Sure they
there's like
are.
so but no, just doing like stuff around the house has me geeked this week, just increasing the home value of my home. Like I said, I bought this house for only 120,000 7 years ago, and literally it's already assessed for over $260. $260,000.
Careful what you wish for.
I know.
Taxes follow those values.
Yeah, they do.
Oh my God. But like I was so happy with all the work I was doing, and literally it all came crashing down because it was a small spot on my ceiling. I thought I had a roof leak. Oh my God, that was the worst. Turned out just to be a loose shingle. It was all patched up, put back in. But I know my roof is only has 5 years left, and then I got to replace the roof. But holy shit, that would have been an awful like, oh yeah, you got to replace a roof now. And it's like, ugh. And I've been quoted to get a roof, and I'm like, I can't afford that shit right now.
Tens of thousands now.
At least.
They make this great stuff for roofs called roof tar. You can buy it in a 5-gallon bucket.
Do
If you have a
yourself.
leak, you just take that bucket up there, you just spread it all over that area, nice and heavy and thick. No more leak.
Well, that's it, Kev. Top Tier Roofing. They came out and actually put that stuff on my roof, and literally, I was on the roof with them, and he's like, "Do you want to come up here?" And I'm like, "All right, why not?" So like, I literally went up and I sprayed it myself, so I learned how to do that. So it was pretty cool.
Sure.
So,
Gonna drive by
It's
Jack's
easy.
house.
It's easy. And I tell you what, it even goes on in the rain. It
yes,
doesn't matter if it's wet.
Yup.
You can put it on in the rain.
yes, exactly.
Ask me how I know.
Because you've done it.
You've done it. No, but the sad part is before I started all this, because I put it on Camilla's Community Connections, I'm like, who do I call for like a roof and all that stuff? This guy messaged me on Facebook. He was just a truck. He comes out, he's like 10 years younger than me. He's like, "Oh, we need a whole new roof. And it'll cost you about $25,000." I was like, what the fuck? And then literally Top Tier Roofing came out the next day, and then I had a couple others getting ready to come out. He's like, "Yeah, just a loose shingle." And while he was up there, I used that tar stuff that you were talking about, Kev, and like we just patched down all the shingles and everything's gravy again.
And
So
you offered to fluff your pillow.
no, he didn't
Whoa.
fluff. He fluffed your
Rub and
pillow.
tug.
Yeah.
That's the
Fluffy
fluffy
pillow.
pillows.
Yes. All right, Corbs or DC,
Corbs.
you're up.
Corbs
You
are
said
Corbs.
Corbs and hit 3/5 of the group.
Right.
It
Sure.
is.
True story.
Go ahead, Dan.
Somebody talk, God damn it. Sorry.
Come on, Dan. We know you got geeked.
All right. What's got me geeked? A couple of things. One, I'm home. I've been home for about 2 weeks. It's nice to be here. Don't know how long I'm going to be here. Hopefully be moving relatively soon, I hope, to a
Moving?
different place, getting ready to sell the house. It's too much for me. But I'm home from the hospital. Spent 5.5 weeks in the hospital. But I'm home. I've been home for 2 weeks. The other thing that's got me geeked is the thought, and it's not a thought because it's actually going to happen. July 3rd, I will be at the table.
Nice.
Outstanding. I can't wait
I
to
will
have you
be there.
back.
I don't care if I have to crawl on my hands and knee, just one, to get there. But I'm gonna get there.
That's the title.
I just messaged Luke a little earlier. Trying to get a time frame so that way I can do my story transition into multi-classing once we reach 3rd level. I'm gonna multi-class into fighter.
Oh, he's gonna take my shit. Okay.
No, I'm multi-classing into fighter. That's the only way you can become an arcane
What
archer.
we talked about. Don't give too much away.
No, I'm
Seriously.
not. I'm not. But I just want to fashion together a story as to why it's been a couple of weeks since I've been away from you guys, in the story and stuff. And so that's what's got me geeked, man. The thought of just being at the table again. and stuff.
Well, we
I
miss
did-
you.
I did message in the WhatsApp app because I saw the poster. I did the same thing that Sean did and said, "Hey, how come I'm not in it? I couldn't be there, but for different reasons."
You're
So-
not in the poster because you didn't get your picture taken.
Well, yeah,
Which is the real reason. But Corbs,
Damn,
what did I tell you?
I'm on the dragon.
You're
That's
on a dragon?
You two motherfuckers are up there riding that dragon.
yeah. Gotta have a
Just look, I
dragon.
saw myself.
Dungeons and
Never-
Dragons, you got to have a dragon at some point.
Uh,
It just
I look
goes.
like
with-
a mini me.
Never-ending story. Corbs, what do you got for us?
Thanks, Jack.
Whatever.
Way to bring it back, Jack.
Got you.
What do you got, Corbs?
I ain't got that much, to be honest with you. I mean,
Perfect. Thanks.
yeah, I don't really have that much. I mean, I
I don't know.
I guess the one thing that has got me pretty geeked, I guess, is Bryce is just about done with 11th grade, so it's got me geeked, but kind of upset too because he'll be a senior next year. So that's coming up quick. He's got 2 tests, Thursday and Friday of this week. His last 2 tests, and then he'll be a senior. So
God, that's
No, it goes by fast, man.
it
that's
does,
just
man.
unreal to me.
It does. I mean, I got other friends of ours that one of them's is going to be a sophomore in college. Another one is graduating college. So I can remember babysitting some of these kids.
Yeah.
So yeah, it makes me fucking old. So,
Wow.
but I mean, other than that, not too much. Just golfing a lot.
Shocking.
Nice.
I know, really.
Yeah.
Night, Paul. What do you got?
Paul, what do you got, you
Dude.
bastard?
Me. Father's Day. We did Father's Day, and a significant portion of our group is our fathers. And my Father's Day was spent at the softball field. Kylie had a triple header. They won all 3 games. The kids got skills. I'm not gonna lie. They had her playing catcher at one point, and she took a softball to the throat.
Oh,
Nice.
And she got kind of twitchy after that. But the gifts I received,
You're wearing one of them.
I received multiple T-shirts.
Me
One's
too.
still on the way. One was a Baldur's Gate T-shirt that was too big, which the proper one's coming. That'll probably be debuting on Tales from the Keep soon. But the other one that I have now, you're looking at it, and DC, you better understand this shirt.
I fucking do. Best in the world, baby.
That's right. There's another one coming. I sent Kristen an email with 4 links to CM Punk shirts, and she point blank told me that she wouldn't get me the bright yellow GTS shirt.
Oh.
These, if you guys don't know, these are retro shirts from when he was in WWE before. And so as soon as they re-released them, I was like, I'm all over that shit.
Yeah.
There's a yellow one that's GTS, for those of you who don't know. And then there's 2 other ones. There's a ringer tee and almost like a stamp that says, Chicago, blah blah blah.
Right.
That's the other one that's coming. It'll be here by the middle of July. So I'll
Nice.
probably have it for the birthday party.
Nice.
There's that. And there's also the fact that we are 1 episode away from GeekPod 200.
What's that?
Right.
So, let me ask you a question about that.
Okay.
Or do you want to save it for like?
Go ahead.
Well, because it might get involved. That's why I'm asking. Do you want to
Feel
wait?
free.
Okay.
I don't even
I'll
know
ask
where
you
we're
now,
at.
and then I'll ask you now, and then.
When we
you
get cut
decide.
off. Yes. Go ahead.
So, for 100,
We did lots.
we did a huge thing. We had a lot of people coming back.
Yep. Guess what? 200 we're not.
Okay.
200 is a throwback show.
Oh God.
200 is we're going back to our roots. It's just going to be all of us chilling and doing
I'm
our
not-
thing.
I'm not Kunta Kinte over here.
Oh,
Whoa.
damn.
Whoa.
Wow. Wow, this
Hello.
could be
I may have to
Hello.
cut that.
Corbs.
Right.
Corbs, you're Toby.
Sorry.
Wow, Jack.
You guys keep it up. We're gonna get fucking canceled.
We're gonna get
Dude.
viewership.
I pay for all of this. We can't get canceled.
Wait, if we're going back to our roots, that means we have to sit at that little table in the basement again.
No. Not that far back.
Come on, that would be great.
I don't want you in my house.
I don't want to be in your house again. literally, we're trying to record one of the first episodes. We're like,
I don't
keep it
think your
down
wife.
out there.
I don't think your wife wants us all in that house.
There's that.
Last time we were in your house recording, we all got a little drunk.
Ooh, yeah.
A little.
There
Yeah.
was some
I watched you
shouting.
guys. I watched you guys the night that we did we're supposed to do the character things and everything like that. I watched Kev and Paul get not so much Kev, but I watched Paul get real drunk.
Dude, my wife watches this show.
You have
Thanks
no
a lot.
idea. You have no idea. There's some stuff
She
that
does not watch this show.
You don't know, man. There's some shit that hasn't.
Nobody
doesn't air
watches this
that-
show.
That's why we gotta say some stuff to get some viewership up there.
Right?
And this is our
Yeah, no.
social media guy
What's going to
tonight.
happen is if we're talking about Paul, what Paul does and everything like this, and his wife watches the show, he pays for everything but won't get canceled.
Paul's
We won't be able to
divorced.
do it. We won't be able to do it for like 3 or 4 weeks because Paul will have a black eye.
Welcome to Geek Pod.
But if he only has one, it means he learned his lesson.
That's right.
It's okay. He's taking it back. He's taking it back.
That's great. That's perfect.
Oh, this is why I love you, Kev. No, when I say we're rolling it back, we're rolling it back to the old days. GeekPod 200 will not have any segments. It's all of us showing up, hanging out, talking about what we want to talk about.
Oh, drinking bourbon.
Alright.
And there's that. Yes.
Sounds like
I
Cody
encourage
Rhodes.
everybody except you, DC, to come with booze. When I say come, I mean at your own houses. Don't come to my house.
What?
Do not come. to
That's
my house.
terrible, man. You can't throw it out there like that and then say we
That's
can't.
terrible. That's terrible.
That's terrible.
Well, it sounds like you're like
Oh,
Cody
God.
Rhodes. You're like, we're around the table. It's like, what do you want to talk about?
You know what, Jack? You
yeah.
just ruined the opening of the show. Thanks a lot.
Way to go, Jack.
I was
That's
gonna
what I-
fucking do this and everything. You ruined it.
That's pretty gay.
You can do LeBron James with a.
Fuck
smoke?
LeBron James. Are you serious right now? Get out of my show.
Did you say fuck LeBron James?
Get out
Easy,
of my show.
easy. He's on my team. Easy. He's not my favorite player on that team.
Corbs, he
He's
shouldn't
on
be
my
on
team.
any of your teams.
No. I like Anthony Davis on the Lakers. He's my favorite on the Lakers. I got a shirt.
This has gone
Oh,
so
boy.
Speaking
far
of your
off the
shirts for
rails.
Father's Day, I got 3 shirts myself. I'm wearing one right now. It says Darth Vader.
Well, all we see is your fucking face, which
Yeah.
is goddamn
Yeah.
handsome, by the
Your
way.
fucking face?
Tip your laptop.
Way to bring it back to be nice. That's
I love
awesome.
it. I
Yeah,
love
That's
it.
actually my son's girlfriend got me that. My son got me a Godzilla t-shirt, old school Godzilla t-shirt.
Nice.
Yeah, with the original Godzilla, Raymond Burr in the suit and all. And then I got a shirt that says, my favorite kid bought me this shirt.
Outstanding.
And then he took me fishing.
Is he wrong? though?
Nice.
Or-
Yep, I actually got out of the house for something that wasn't a doctor's appointment. He took me
or
fishing to
Dungeons and
Erie
Dragons.
Canal.
I love it.
Yeah.
Very cool. So,
Yeah, let's do-
guys, let's move it along. What are you playing?
Yeah, just playing Fallout 4 when I can, just a little bit here and there. Level 51 or something like that. The funny thing to me is that I have like 16 suits of power armor.
That's a lot.
You
I
like
mean,
the
I-
armor though.
I actually have more than that, but I don't have enough of the skeletons. You know, the you got to have
The
Power-
Exos
yep.
first.
a frame. You have to have a power armor frame to put the armor on, but then you put the fusion core in so that you can use it.
Nice.
So I have a lot more armor than I have frames. So I'll be collecting frames. And I learned something. All of my settlements have water purification systems
Nice.
way bigger than they need. And I go around and I collect all that extra purified water. and I use that for currency in the game.
There you go.
That's cool. That's awesome.
Oh, look at you,
Nice.
smart guy.
Yep.
It's pretty neat. I didn't think of that myself. I got to give Reddit the credit on that one. But it's nice because now I have favorite weapons that I like, and now I can keep them supplied with ammunition. So there you go.
Love it.
Outstanding.
Hmm?
Jack, you want to go? I know you got a little
Sure.
bit of something.
Yeah, so welcome back to Jack's Old Man Gaming Corner, we like to call this, because I'm always finding the old school games. So I had a meeting with my boss the other day. I'm like, I'm bored. I don't know what to do before this. So I jump on the internet and I find it. We're going back to 1991, and we're playing a little easy game called Ski Free. So
Oh, yeah.
exactly, you're just going down the hill, over jumps, and actually you jump over the trees. You can make them catch on fire, which is pretty cool. Make the dog go pee, which is really fun. You always think you couldn't outrun the abdominal snowman. You can never do it.
You can't.
But a couple nights ago, I was shit-faced, home alone, doing nothing. All my friends wanted to do something. Like I'm just bored. I don't want to do anything. So I'm playing Ski Free and on my computer, the nice computer my buddy built for me. I'm playing fucking Ski Free for like 3 fucking hours. I'm like, I'm gonna do it. Oh, that fucking abdominal snowman. Oh, no, that got me again. But what do? I do it again. And I actually, believe it or not, put a tracker how many times I played it. I played it over 70 times in a 3-hour span. And it's pretty sad, but it was pretty fun.
It's so sad.
It is. But this has been Jack's Old Man Gaming Corner. Back to you, Paul.
Outstanding. Corbs or DC?
I'll go.
Do
Playing two games. NHL 24, but I play online with my son and his buddies. We play in EA SHL or something like that, or EAHL Hockey League or whatever. We play 3-3. We're going to play against other people around the world and stuff. And then I'm playing Battlefield 2042.
I love those.
I am addicted to that game. I've been playing it. I don't know since I got home. They had me download it like the first night or whatever like that. And so when we're bored of playing NHL, we jump in, play online with that, and just have a lot of fun. So that's what I'm playing.
So cool.
All right, Corbs, you got anything?
Nothing.
No. I'm still playing WWE 2K24. The next DLC is about to drop. I'm pretty sure I will be reporting back about that because that's Post Malone and whatever is fucking coming with him. But I'm looking forward to the community creations for the Wyatt 6, which just dropped this Monday night.
Yes, it did.
I was so excited for that. I meant to actually talk about this earlier. The Wyatt 6, it's a group. It's inspired by Bray Wyatt, who passed away last year. It's his brother and a collection of other wrestlers inspired by him with his ideas. And if you haven't seen their debut, which I'm assuming maybe 3 of us saw it on the show, you should check it out. It's very cool, very moody. A little bit supernatural / horror themed. It was fucking phenomenal.
That was awesome.
How would you know what Supernatural is like?
Shit.
That was good.
Wow. Shots fired.
Right across the fucking bow.
I mean, Hugh's not here, so somebody's gotta.
Yeah,
he'll appreciate that. And I didn't mean the subpar show. I meant the term itself.
Uh-huh.
There you
Some
go.
bar show.
My
That's
shots
funny.
are fired back. And I don't even mean that because the 2 episodes I saw of Supernatural are phenomenal.
Do you even remember them?
I do because I was sober for those.
Oh.
But it's gonna be really cool. Kev, I will send you the clip of their debut just so you can see it. It was really cool. And it took them no time. 11:01 Monday night. I went on to shopwwe.com. They already had shirts for them. So
Wow.
Of course they did.
That's cool.
of course, yes. I'm pretty sure mine's already ordered.
They made the shirt before they made the show.
Right. Absolutely, they did. It's a fantastic tribute to Bray Wyatt.
Mhm.
It was. I did have problems with the fact that they use his music,
It's paying tribute though. Look at it that
but
way.
yeah. But anyway, this is about video games, so yeah, that's gonna be community creations. It's somebody is gonna have to make those characters for them because they won't be in the game until next year,
Right.
2025. So, but if we don't have any more video games, let's move it right along to Kev's tabletop review.
Hmm.
All right, so no video this week, unfortunately. I had the opportunity to hang out with our dungeon master, Luke. Oh, did I say something I'm not supposed to?
No,
Anyway,
that's
whatever.
common knowledge. Yes.
Whatever. So Luke is a great tabletop gamer, and he is part of a local group that gets together every so often. And they got together this past Tuesday, not this week, but last week. And had a get together at the mall at Carousel Mall. What's the name of the bar that used to be Gordon
Gordon
Biersch?
Biersch. Yeah.
It used
Yeah,
to be. Now it's
Oh.
Bullfinch.
Bullfinch.
Oh.
So the guys at Bullfinch, the folks that run it, they're big gamers. They're right into it. They love it. We show up there, they feed us. I mean, menu. They don't. It's not like free or anything included. Great time. It was a great time. And there's a Discord that the tabletop gamers get together on and discuss and talk about what game they want to play, whether they can have other players, who wants to play. If people want to just show up and sit down. People bring tabletop games. They bring the card games and board games. No D&D that I saw, but really, really, really cool games. Played 2 games. One was Space Base, and the other was the one I want to talk about tonight, which is Valley of the Kings. Now I'm not gonna do a screen share or anything like that. I'm just gonna tell you a little bit about it. It's a deck building game, and this is a true deck building game that I really, really, really enjoyed playing. Of 4 of us that played, I ended up with the second highest score. Luke ended up kicking my ass. And it's Egyptian based, Valley of the Kings. There are a bunch of different versions of this. We played the premium edition, but we played the base game set of the premium edition. So if you go on boardgamegeek.com, you look up Valley of the Kings, look up the premium edition, and you'll see these cards. They're absolutely beautiful. The artwork on them is just fantastic. The idea of the game is you're issued a number of cards in the very beginning. I believe it's like 8 cards, 6 or 8 cards, whatever it is. And you can use 4 of them at a time. So you shuffle your own cards, you can use 4 of them. 9 cards are placed in a set or in a pyramid. 1, then 2, then 3. You can only purchase cards from the lowest portion of the pyramid. But some of the cards you have in your hand allow you to swap some of those cards around. So if there's one at the top of the pyramid, you want at the bottom, you can swap those cards by playing that card when it comes to your hand. You can play all the cards that you have in your hand. Like I said, you have 4 of the 8 cards randomly taken out of your deck that you're building. The next part of this is that you have to entomb cards. In other words, you have to build your cache of cards that will be your points. And there's different ways to do points. There are cards that are unique. They have their own points. There are cards that are part of a set. A set could be, they could all say weapons on them. They could all say art on them. They could all say food on them. I'm not sure if that's one of the categories, but you get the idea. A set is a set of cards that all have the same theme on them. And the point structure is very interesting. Unique cards have their own value. Sets are scored 3 points per card, if it's just one card. When you have 2, it's 6. When you have 3, it's 9. So it's exponential. So if you have a large number of cards of a set, you can have a lot of points. Okay. So really, really, really cool. Really cool game. We played 4 players on Board Game Geek. This is a little bit higher than I normally review. It's a 2.38 out of 5 on the weight scale. Okay. So remember, the lower the weight on Board Game Geek, Board Game Geek, the lower the weight, the easier the game. The higher the weight, the more difficult the game. I actually said this to somebody I was playing Valley of the Kings with. Was a couple sitting to my right, and they didn't realize that the 5-star weight scale was a weight scale. They thought it was a community, not weight, but
like a rating.
Rating, like a like a rating scale.
Mhm.
So I had to explain that to them, and once they understood that, because I like to review games that are 2 stars and less, they thought, well, you just review bad games. Why would you do that? Okay, whatever. So anyway, 2.38 out of 5. This is the complexity rating. This is the weight scale that based on reviews that people have played and on Board Game Geek. Age 14 and up, I think that's about right. 45 to 60 minute playtime. That was right on the money. Our first playthrough, and there was people playing that actually knew how to play the game. So 45 to 60 minutes is right on the money. 1 to 6 players. Now, community says 1 to 4, best 2 to 3. I think we had a really good time with 4 players. I'm going to say that that's a really good number. I could see it played with 2 players, and that'd be interesting. It'd be really interesting. Another great thing about this game, the expansions. There are a ton of expansions for this game. If you get the premium edition, you get a lot of those, but then there's a lot more. And then the box itself is designed to accept the other expansions. So
Nice.
very, very cool game. Designer Tom Cleaver, artist Banu Andaru, publisher is Alderac Entertainment Group. Let me just get down here to some of the prices for the premium edition. $70 Canadian. Somebody wants $185
Holy
on
shit.
eBay. I knew it was expensive. I really don't think it's that expensive. I did not look this up on Amazon, but it is one of those games where you are really paying for the design. And this is something you'll buy and you'll have it for a very long time. And you'll be very impressed with it every time you pull it out. And so will the people that you play with. And it is very easy to learn. I'm a dumbass. I learned it quick. Of the 4 of us, I got the second highest score. And we all had, this is the other thing, we all had different methods for scoring. One fellow entombed a card every single hand. That was his goal. Another fellow, the guy that won, Luke, he had a couple of sets. Okay, so he actually did well that way. I tried to get as many of the unique cards as I could, which kind of hurts because unique cards also have the most value, cash value. So it's hard to entomb those because it's hard to buy new cards if you don't have that deck built to allow you to buy those new cards. So different ways to play. We all got very close. Luke's method, where he did some of each, entombed some unique ones, entombed some sets, and then some others, worked out the best. So and that was just happened to be that way. I'll be doing this again. I will definitely be stopping by and playing with these folks again. I'm definitely going to be getting on the Discord. Hopefully get Paul in there. Maybe you other guys, if you want to go next time, I'll let you know. Try to let you know in advance as far as I can. It was a good time. I went after work, got there at 5:30. I was home after 10:30 or so. I left a little bit after 9. So, and it's about an hour for me to get home. I go the back way, so it's a little bit longer for me. But so I was home a little after 10 o'clock, and it was a great night. It was a really, really great night. Good people, and the food at Bullfinch is really good. The food, and they get really good beer. So there you go.
Awesome.
Nice.
Did they supply the food, or did you have to order.
No. I know I made it sound like that earlier, but no, they just have full service. You know, they got the bar and then
Okay,
the
I didn't.
waitress.
So
No,
some places go will put out like hors d'oeuvres or whatever.
A little spread.
Yeah, like a buffet type thing or whatever. So,
But regardless, if you're there playing games, support the bar. Buy
Well,
drinks,
yeah,
buy
I mean-
food. Yes.
And it wasn't horribly expensive. I got their nachos was really good, and I had a couple of their
Drafts?
FA license, and they have a lot of sours
Nice.
on tap right now. So
Ooh.
anyway,
I need to make a trek down there. Yes.
A lot of places are closing that mall too, so it's good to see something still out there.
let me know when you go.
Absolutely. Will do.
maybe you guys can go out to work one day.
All right.
We
all
should
right.
we should consider having a live cast from there some evening.
I need to just go and talk to the owner. We have plans. Trust me, we have plans.
Plans.
Between this and Tales from the Keep, we have plans.
Nice.
So let's keep moving it along, though.
Are we gonna do the news?
What news?
Oh, there's no news. Next.
No
Can-
news is good news.
Can we throw it to commercial break first, or what?
Nope.
Jesus, guys, you guys are just descending upon fucking the dirty hippie that's not here.
You get nothing. Good day,
Good
sir.
day, sir.
Right.
You're
No
taking-
soup. No soup for you.
Stick with us, guys. We'll be right back. Looking for the hottest new comic on the shelf or a keyback issue to complete your run? How about that rare statue or action figure that you've scoured the internet looking for? Come to Collectibles Galore. Located in North Syracuse with ample off-street parking, Collectibles Galore has a huge selection of comics, toys, and rare pop culture items you won't find anywhere else. Comics Galore is always buying comics and toys and will give you the fairest price for your collection. New customers get 15% off their first purchase in store. Collectibles Galore for all of your pop culture needs. Stop in and see for yourself why Collectibles Galore is the king of comics.
Talking to the stranger with the skeleton flute was his first mistake. Playing it was his second. Be careful what you wish for never meant anything to 12-year-old Sam until the night he blows into the skeleton flute and wishes for his parents to stay together. The stranger promised Sam his greatest desire, but the morning after the low, warbling note came out of the glowing flute, Sam's life has been turned upside down. His brother and sister don't exist, and his best friend doesn't know him. His parents are together and happy, but is it worth sacrificing everyone else he loves? Caught in a web of unintended consequences, Sam must try to get his old life back, despite the challenges that wait for him if he succeeds. And that means uncovering the mystery behind the strange man's identity and the skeleton flute. The Skeleton Flute hits shelves on August 27th. You can pre-order your copy now on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, your local indie, and most major book retailers.
In other news, scatologists, best I can do,
What was that?
are experts who study poo.
Skidologist?
Scat.
Oh, I think you said skid.
Oh no!
It would've been better if it was
That's not a
skid.
real thing.
It is. And back to you, Corbs,
That's just for the
with
shit.
sports.
Get to talk about shit.
Jesus Christ! I gotta go take a shit now.
You got the slippery shits.
Sports.
Sport. Yeah, let's do some sports. So let's see, 3 weeks. NHL. You got Stanley Cup. You got Florida and Edmonton. Florida jumped out to a 3-0 lead in the series. Edmonton has won the last two, so that's pretty cool, I guess. Hopefully, they can win a third one, send it back to Florida. So,
For one of the greatest things in sports, a Game 7.
yeah,
Hmm.
it'll be the second straight Game 7 they played too, because they played the Canucks into a Game 7. Oh no, they didn't. Dallas. They didn't go to 7 with Dallas, did they,
Nope.
Danny?
Nope. They went down 2-0 and won 4 straight.
Yeah. So I mean, they obviously can win 4 straight because they've done it. So, but you're asking a lot.
But you're also fighting to be the first Canadian team since 1993 to win a Stanley Cup.
Yeah, that's true.
No Canadian team has won a Stanley Cup since the Montreal Canadiens beat the LA Kings in 93.
Bless you.
With a rookie goaltender who ended up being a Hall of Famer.
Patrick Roy.
Patrick Roy.
Wah, Patrick
Wah.
Wah.
I
Say
know
it
it's
right.
Wah. It's spelled Roy.
It's Wah. He's Canadian.
I know.
Get it right.
Yeah.
When we talk
I know.
sports, accuracy is important.
Kev's not wrong.
He's not wrong. His name is Patrick. He's Patrick Waugh. I'll give him that one.
But you're surprised I knew that.
Yeah, actually, no, we've talked about it. You used to be big into hockey.
Yeah.
Just like going to watch the fight and stuff like that. So,
Hmm.
but Boston Celtics won the NBA championship.
That's where you can stop right there.
It's their 18th. They've now won.
I said you could stop right there.
They're one up on the Lakers, right? Is one up on the Lakers?
I said you could stop.
Okay.
He means continue.
Goddamn Celtics.
Yeah.
Love it.
It's something else.
Pay tribute to Dan though, to DC Corbs about Jerry West. Pay tribute.
Oh yeah, I mean, Jerry West did. Jerry West passed away.
Yes, he did.
He is actually the silhouette for the icon for the actual NBA,
Yeah, the logo. Yep.
the logo. So that's pretty wild. So in the past, I'll say past 6 weeks, you've had Bill Walton die. Jerry West has passed away. Willie Mays just passed away yesterday.
Yep.
So Danny and I can attest to meeting Willie Mays.
Yeah, he's awesome.
He was fantastic. If he didn't know you, it didn't matter.
Yep.
When we would go through the autograph lines, like my brother and I, when we were younger, we used to sell baseball cards with our father, and we used to go to shows. And it was back when like autographs were real big. When you'd go,
Baseball cards were real big.
when you would buy baseball cards and keep them and then trade them and stuff like that. We used to sell them, but we would go to shows where guys were signing autographs. And I've told you the story about when my brother and I met Ted Williams and I had him sign the book. But we met, Willie Mays, Johnny Bench, Willie Stargell. We met all these guys, and they're all super, super nice.
One guy was not.
Who was that?
Johnny Bench.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he was a prick.
Yep. And you would think that Johnny Bench, if you watch him, he talks, he seems very outgoing and stuff like that. The person that you would think would be a dick is Pete Rose.
He was awesome.
He was awesome, but all he cared about was the football game that was on when we met him.
Yeah.
Well, because he was betting on it.
He was
betting on
That's
it.
right, what
exactly.
it was.
Exactly.
That's
Like
right.
he was literally signing autographs, and he had one of those small little portable TVs on a chair next to him with the Bengals game on. And he was every time he'd sign it, you would hear a roar, he would look over at the TV and like stare at it for like 5 minutes, like, okay, what's going on? Because he had bet on the game.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
He'll probably sign it like, you're like, it's to Sean. I'm like, Sean. Here you go. To Dan, to Danielle.
Right. So, but I mean, I've watched a bunch of stuff with them talking about Willie Mays, and he is arguably the greatest baseball player ever. I mean, he could hit, he could run, he could play defense, he could throw. He was a 5-star player before 5-star players became a thing.
Yep.
And I think arguably one of the best nicknames of all time to say "Hey kid."
Right, and I found out, which in all my dealings with autographs and all that stuff, I never knew how he got that name. He got that because that's how he used to address his teammates. Because if he didn't know your name, he would just say, "Hey." So he would just, if he didn't know your name, he would just say, the word "hey" to you, and then it just become everybody would say, "Oh, he just says hey," so he became to say "Hey kid." So,
yep. I didn't know because I just found out that he actually started in the Negro Leagues.
Yes, I didn't know that either. I found that out this morning on ESPN when I was watching it.
Yep.
And I didn't know that they're playing a game. The Giants are going to be playing a game in the stadium where he started out.
Yep.
This I think it's this weekend.
Yeah, it was because he wasn't going to be able to make it.
Yes, they said he wasn't going to be able to make it. And actually there was a AAA game there last night of the team that he used to. It was Birmingham or whatever. That's the team that he started out with. They played last night, and they had a moment of silence for him at the game.
Yep.
But they asked him, and Danny will know what the thing I'm talking about, the catch that he made in center field in the World Series.
Yep.
Probably arguably the best catch. They show it all the time.
Yep.
When you talk about baseball highlights, that's one of the things they show is him making that catch. He's running away from home plate towards center field and makes it over the shoulder catch. And
never saw the ball.
Never saw the ball. Do you know something? That doesn't even rank in his top 10 of best plays he ever made.
That's crazy.
Right. He doesn't even remember it. They were talking with Tim Kirchin, was talking about it. He had asked him about that because everybody talks about that play. He goes, not even in my top 10. He goes, I don't even remember the play. And they show it all the time.
Yeah.
So that attests to how well he played and what he did for baseball at that time. So and after, I mean, after he was, everybody says that you could walk up to him and you could talk to him and he would just carry on a conversation with you like you were best friends.
Yep.
And I can attest to that, and so can my brother when we met. So, so that's a pretty big tragedy for baseball right there. I mean, he was 93 years old, so I mean,
he lived a full life.
Lived a full life. So, and then the only other thing I got is Bryce Deshambo is the first live golfer off the live tour to win a PGA sanctioned event. He won the US Open over the weekend, beat probably the spokesperson for the PGA, Rory McIlroy, by one stroke. So, so that's big for golf. It's big for the live tour. They're still talking about there being a merger. I don't know if that's going to happen. It's kind of died out a little bit. Everybody who was part of it has either walked away or moved on to something else. So I don't know what's going on with that. So, but it's big that these guys from the live tour are proving that they can still hang with the guys on the PGA, which is good. It's a big shot in the arm for the live tour. So
yeah,
that's it for the sports.
All right, well, let's move it right along to trivia time with Jack.
I was having trouble coming up with the trivia, but then I was like, you what?
You had like fucking 6 weeks.
I just didn't I didn't think of anything, but I was like, you know what? Let's make this fun this week and call this segment called You Don't Know Jack.
I know Jack, he's right there.
All right. Well, so
okay, here we go.
Let's see how much you know me, which I don't know.
Oh, God. Do it.
DC, pick a number between 1 and 5.
3.
You motherfucker.
My favorite one. Paul's going to roll his eyes with this one. So, on one of our first podcasts, we had something called the WTF file. I lost something, and I went all throughout Syracuse to find it.
I know what it is.
What did I lose?
I have no idea because I wasn't there.
I know what it is.
I don't even remember what that was.
Just take a guess. What do you think I lost? That was important.
Your phone.
Guys?
He's correct.
It is correct.
I lost a cell phone, but if you want to know how I lost my cell phone, look at the archives of
Jump back and see it, yes.
Yeah. Jack, I'm surprised you're alive, my friend.
Right.
Same here. DC, we'll talk about that another time.
All right.
All right, Corbs,
5.
5.
you get the sports one, actually.
Nice.
Who is my favorite Philadelphia Eagle of all time?
All time. What's the?
You're only 36 or 37.
Yeah, I'm not thinking of somebody like. I'm not thinking like Carmichael or.
I'll give you a hint, though. It's somebody in our generation. I'll give you that.
I want to say. Oh wait. Oh my God. It's Dawkins.
Correct. Brian Dawkins.
Brian
That's my
Dawkins.
favorite.
I was thinking Brian Westcott.
Brian Westbrook.
Westbrook. Yeah, no, but I remember then I was sitting there thinking like, oh, he's got the fucking jersey in his house.
Dawkins. Yes, nice.
Dawkins. Yeah.
Believe it or not, I started following the team because of Donovan McNabb, but he's number like 8 on the list now, so he's just moving down farther and farther. All right, Kev, pick a number.
1.
1, 2, or 4. Okay, 1.
Okay, let's go with. All right, how many cars have I owned in my life?
You're on your 3rd.
Final answer.
Yep.
I like the low number, but it's only been 2.
Nice.
Yes.
All right. So here's my question. There's 2 more questions and only 1 person.
Yeah, because you guys all got to think about the last one together.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Good call.
I got you. All right, Paul, go
so
ahead.
just to piss off Hugh, I'm going with number 2.
Where did I get my Bachelor of Arts degree from? What college?
God damn it! You said this.
And that's what you would say too. That's why it's perfect. It's like, how do I know where you went to college? Thank you, Hugh.
God, fuck. I know
SUNY
this.
School or university?
No, it's not it.
No.
Hey,
He got it at the McDonald's on 57's dumpster.
No.
I honestly don't remember, and I should know this because you've said it multiple times.
Do you want to take a guess of a college?
St. John Fisher.
No.
Alfred.
No. Corbs or DC?
I want to say
What'd you say, Corbs?
Buffalo.
No.
Damn it.
I'm gonna say. I don't know why I'm gonna say Pace.
No. Corbs is the what?
No, never mind.
Corbs is the closest. It's a SUNY school. I wanted to be a teacher. I went to SUNY Cortland.
That's what it was. God damn it! 'Cause I remember.
Alright.
I remember.
I
coming
said
back
I
from
had
Pennsylvania.
I had Cortland in my head, Cortland in my head, Cortland in my head, and I said I'm gonna go with Pace.
Liar.
No. Good. All right. As I'm the oldest one on the podcast, what year was I born?
You're not the oldest.
That was a joke.
That was the bad joke, yeah. Come on, everybody. Everybody gets one guess.
Like 82 or something like that.
94.
Okay. All right, brothers, what do you got?
Well, Corbs is doing the math. Look at him.
Yep.
90.
98.
No.
2002.
81.
All right, 3 have locked in. And Corbs is now thinking still.
88.
What'd you say?
88.
Okay.
Anybody have Facebook?
Everybody all ready to go? One
Yep.
of you is correct. And the one that is correct is my brother, Sean Corbett.
88? Really?
Yeah, you got to do the math. 24. Get you to 2000. He's 36. Take off 12 more.
Dude, I don't know how old he is.
He just
Oh,
fucking
I-
said
I
it.
thought he was 46. I don't know.
No, he's
When
not
did
that
he
old.
say?
No, that's me. It's
He said it. He said it a little while ago.
I did. All right. So some things
Nike
for
concussions.
your concussions. Yeah. All right. So actually, we should be like, you don't know Paul. How many concussions? But
9.
no.
Is the
9.
answer.
9. All right. So, some famous birthdays today. Dirk Nowitzki, former
Nice.
basketball player, is 46.
Nice.
Paula Abdul is 62 years old. And
That's
Paul
just right.
Dano, he's been the Riddler, a lot of the other good parts. He's 40 years old. And in 1991, the Colombian drug lord Pablo Escobar surrendered to police. And in 2013, James Gandolfini was vacationing in Rome with his son, and unfortunately, he died of a heart attack, which is really sad. And then for sports ball, in 2016, the Cleveland Cavaliers defeated the Golden State Warriors in a thrilling 7-game series to capture their first NBA title.
And only.
First
and only sports title in Cleveland.
Yep. And then didn't our own SU Deion Waiters get a basketball? Oh, he won. He got a basketball. He won.
Yeah, he was part of that team.
He was part of that team.
You done? Jesus
Yeah, you got in my head towards the end, you idiot. Back to you.
So we got to have a look at what we need to have in the bottom corner is a running number of your concussions.
Yeah, I think we're on number.
It's
working
still
on
at
number 10 right
9.
now.
For the last year, it's still
Are
at
you
9.
sure? Are you sure?
By
As
the
far
time
as I
this
can
pod,
remember.
yeah, by the time
If it's a 9, you got to add 90 to that.
Jack,
Well,
go
Just
ahead.
in the time that I've been a
No.
part of the podcast.
by the time this podcast comes out, you're like, yeah, that 9 is number 10 now.
I was just thinking about the movie, not another teen movie,
Oh,
where they have on the scoreboard they have Billy Bob's concussions.
Oh yeah,
I'm Billy Bob.
it wasn't
Billy
Billy
Bob.
Bob. It wasn't Billy Bob in that movie. His name was Reggie Ray.
Reggie Ray.
Billy
Yep.
Bob was Varsity Blues. Good
Varsity
movie.
Oh
Blues.
yeah.
Yep.
All right, Paul, what do you got for us? Back to you, man.
All right. So, because there's a new Star Wars show on right now, I'm curious, guys. What color lightsaber blade would you be carrying? And the boys will tell us and why when we return from break. Stick with us, guys. Looking for the hottest new comic on the shelf or a key back issue to complete your run? How about that rare statue or action figure that you've scoured the internet looking for? Come to Collectibles Galore. Located in North Syracuse with ample off-street parking, Collectibles Galore has a huge selection of comics, toys, and rare pop culture items you won't find anywhere else. Comics Galore is always buying comics and toys and will give you the fairest price for your collection. New customers get 15% off their first purchase in store. Collectibles Galore for all of your pop culture needs. Stop in and see for yourself why Collectibles Galore is the king of comics.
Talking to the stranger with the skeleton flute was his first mistake. Playing it was his second. Be careful what you wish for never meant anything to 12-year-old Sam until the night he blows into the skeleton flute and wishes for his parents to stay together. The stranger promised Sam his greatest desire, but the morning after the low, warbling note came out of the glowing flute, Sam's life has been turned upside down. His brother and sister don't exist, and his best friend doesn't know him. His parents are together and happy, but is it worth sacrificing everyone else he loves? Caught in a web of unintended consequences, Sam must try to get his old life back, despite the challenges that wait for him if he succeeds. And that means uncovering the mystery behind the strange man's identity and the skeleton flute. The Skeleton Flute hits shelves on August 27th. You can pre-order your copy now on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, your local indie, and most major book retailers.
sound means it's time for our weekly topic. Let me reiterate. Everyone here is a Jedi guy, and what color lightsaber blade would you have? Kev's
All right.
doing something weird. So
Kev's got his own-
Jack,
Yeah.
Kev's got his prop.
So,
This
oh
will
yeah,
answer-
you'll let Kev. Yeah,
This will answer that question.
yeah, Kev. Actually, you're good to start because
The only
Mhm.
legacy saber I have, I can't remember how to open this. You can open it. Oh, there we go.
a hammer.
The only legacy saber I have,
Oh, that's awesome.
That's Luke's slash
is-
Vader's.
this is Anakin's
Yes.
that was repaired. So this
Nice.
is it's got the marks on it where it was cut in half. So this is the one that Rey ended up with, but it was given to Luke by Obi-Wan, who took it from Anakin when he left him on the shores of Mustafar.
Captain.
Then
Toasty.
Luke lost it, Rey found it, got destroyed, and it got repaired. So I know you all remember the color of this lightsaber.
Mhm.
George Lucas said originally there are only two colors of lightsabers,
Blue and red.
blue and red. Therefore, blue.
Pale blue.
And then he changed his mind by the third
I
movie.
know.
But yes.
Right.
All right. So blue for Kevin. He's a guardian, I believe.
Mm-mm.
Which one of you Corbett triplets wants to go next?
I'll go next. So believe it or not, I'm actually researching it too because like legacy sabers you can do, but I want to get an ultra saber and I built it online. I'm trying to get the price down, but
Yeah,
right
good
now
luck.
it's stuck at the 700 mark still, but the one I want, like I went through all the lightsabers. I looked them all up. It is called the Guardian, is the one I want after my favorite Jedi and favorite person in Star Wars, the green lightsaber, Qui-Gon Jinn.
Mm.
So I want the Guardian one because, oh, it's just so cool looking, and I just love the way that looks, the way it feels. Like I've actually, like I went to a shop here in Syracuse like months ago, and like they actually had a Guardian lightsaber. I'm like, this is perfect. So it's called the
No.
Guardian. What's that?
When you say guardian, who do you
Mhm.
mean specifically?
Yeah, so Guardian is like an ultra saber is you take the quiz, and the green saber is and it's labeled Guardian, because like they're guarding the people and all that. So Qui-Gon
Actually
Jinn.
not. That's
Well,
actually
The
Oh, I don't
guardian
know.
is it should be a blue.
Oh,
But
okay.
yes,
well.
no. What
If
Go
you-
ahead.
now, to me, when you say guardian, you're talking about like a temple guard.
well
I
that's
hear
a
what you're
different
saying.
thing. Yes.
They
the
are,
yellow.
yeah. So
Those
I
are
mean,
the that's yellow then. Yeah, you're absolutely right. I know what you're
Yeah.
saying. I know what you're saying. But I don't know, like this one was the green one and it was called Guardian. It was modeled after Qui-Gon Jinn's. I like the way I know you're saying color, but like the hilt with it, but the green lightsaber is the way to go in my opinion.
DC Corbs? Because we know I go last on everything, so
Seriously, what makes you so important?
I pay for the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll go.
All right, go ahead.
I'm going red because I want to be a badass.
wow.
Well,
Okay.
underline on the bad. That's
Or the ass.
Yeah, I can't show. No, I don't know. I
no,
like
the red
red
sabers
lightsaber.
are badass. I'm not gonna lie. Yes.
that's it. Nothing special.
DC.
I have two, and only because
Of
I have a
course he
white
has
one,
two.
I have a white one in Jedi Survivor. I'm using white in Jedi Survivor.
I haven't
But,
played that yet, but yes, keep going.
I love it. I love it. I just can't beat the Rancor right now.
That's what I hear.
So, but my favorite one goes along with my favorite character. I actually, obviously, am wearing a shirt. I like red. Darth Vader is my favorite character.
Outstanding.
And if I want to go, dark side, good side, my favorite character is Yoda, so I would go with green.
Outstanding.
So what, you got purple there, Paul?
Wow, way to fucking bury the lead. Thanks.
You're welcome.
I was gonna rainbow.
Yes,
with it, but leave it
actually,
alone.
when I constructed my saber from Alter Sabers, I did choose purple because, much like Sam Jackson, I am a badass motherfucker. So I went with the purple,
Just because of that.
and it just fucking looks cool. Madison's, on the other hand, is an orange blade. So, but
Nice.
there we go. And I guess that brings us to bringing this motherfucker home. Right, boys?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. So, guys, what are we watching this week? This month? Whatever. Go for it, Kev, because it's the same thing I'm watching.
Got to be Acolyte.
Just
I
a
mean,
week
it's the only
behind.
real thing that I really care about right now.
Fan-fucking-tastic show.
Well, okay. Yes, Jack. I'll let you say that, but I'm also watching what Jack is watching.
Exactly. Kev is watching the good stuff too. So, Kev, do you want to talk about that as well, or like
Whatever. I mean, you can
The-
talk about it
but-
if you want.
the first 3 episodes of The Boys was fucking fantastic.
Yeah.
Jeffrey Dean Morgan's in this season.
Ooh.
It's really good. So, Kev, like, Corbs or DC, are you guys watching The Boys?
No, because I don't have my Fire Stick anymore.
You guys gotta watch it though. It's like literally only 8 episodes this season. Usually hour-long episodes are 45 minutes, but they're 60 minutes long. So I was like, wow, that was really good, those first 3 episodes, but that was really good. And Kev, are you watching anything besides Acolyte before I continue though?
Not really. Oh, the other one on Prime came back. With why am I drawing a blank on his name? I'll think of it in a second. It's just okay. So
But like the Acolyte is getting better. But another show that we're watching that just premiered is House of Dragon season 2. That's really good. So oh yeah. So spoiler-free review, but the emojis are baby, knife, dog. So the episode was very, very good. So it's gonna only have 8 episodes this season, but it's very well done. And I watched a couple movies over the weekend. My dad lent me his favorite movie of all time. It's 2 movies. So I watched Eddie and the Cruisers and Eddie and the Cruisers 2, Eddie Lives. Michael Paré, the great 80s actor. So they're just great movies. Like they're just cult classics, watching those. And literally when I was watching the first movie, I'm like 20 minutes into it and I left my parents' house. Shit you not. Ding dong, the doorbell's ringing. It's my dad with like a 6-pack. He's like, so you watching any of the Cruisers yet? I'm like, come on in. We watched those both movies that night together, ordered a pizza, and it was just awesome. And the best part of watching those movies, because
Is
when I
the
watched
fact
the
that
first,
your dad was there and he's fucking awesome?
yeah, but I'm watching it through my dad's eyes. My dad's going like this. He's going like that with the songs. I'm like, oh my God, he's having a blast. And literally my dad, I know. But it was just like literally my mom calls. It's like, yo, when are you coming home? I was like, yeah, I'm not coming home anytime soon. So, so literally it's like after 2:00 in the morning, my dad's like, yo, would it be bad if I just crashed here for the night? I'm like,
You're
I
like,
don't give a fuck what you do.
no.
So watching those movies together was pretty cool too. So that's what I got.
Outstanding. I forgot. I got roped into it and I forgot to write them down. Hold on. All right.
what?
Anybody else?
Yeah, so Bryce and I watched Fallout. So I've never played the game, so I didn't really have any reference. He actually, when we first started watching it, he started playing Fallout Vegas because he got into the TV show. So we both liked it. Thought the Ghoul character, Walton Goggins' character, was fantastic.
yeah.
So looking forward to season 2. It did get renewed for a 2nd season, which is cool. So we're looking forward to that. So I watched a couple other things that kind of came up on Vice. One of them is Who Killed WCW.
Oh, I don't have that and I want to watch it.
So I watched the first 3 episodes of that. It's a 4-part series. That's the last one is next week. It's pretty interesting. Bischoff's in it. Vince Russo's in it. They talked to Kevin Nash. Booker T.
I heard Bret Hart is a cunt.
Yeah, he's in it. He's pretty much a dick. Goldberg's in it.
Well, I hope he has nice things to say since, they fucking made his career for him.
Oh, he's thankful for them for what they did for him. A lot of guys said that he didn't really know how to wrestle, that he was just a football player.
No lies detected.
So,
Yeah, just ask Bret Hart.
Right, but you get both sides of that story in this. So I found it kind of interesting that Goldberg saying that he told him about it, Bret Hart saying he didn't tell him about it. So,
well, my thing is, you can tell people all day long, but when you kick him in the fucking head,
true. But he said, he goes, "Hey, watch out for the kick coming up." So he told
watch
him,
out! I'm gonna boot you in the fucking skull.
But Bret Hart didn't get his hands up fast enough to block it.
Ding, fries are done.
Ding, fries are done. Ding, fries are done. But besides that, I mean, there was
I love Bret. Don't get me wrong.
Right. There's a lot of shit going on there. Bischoff kind of got the short end of the stick. He actually made that promotion better than WWF at the time.
83 weeks.
Yeah. 83 weeks they were on top.
83 weeks.
And you want to know the best part about that is they had no budget to start. Mm-hmm. Ted Turner was the only one that wanted a wrestling program on his TV, on his network. They wanted to get rid of it from day one.
He outright called Vince McMahon and said, "Vince, I'm in the wrestling business."
Yep. But they did everything they could. Now I'm talking about everybody but
Warner Brothers.
Everybody but Eric Bischoff and Ted Turner did everything they could to sandbag that wrestling program. And they did a fantastic job of it.
Yep, we're talking budget.
Yep.
Fucking marketing, everything. They did everything they could to bury that.
So 83 weeks, they were the top wrestling program. They were making hundreds of millions of dollars for his company a year.
No one wanted to hear it. Yep.
And what they did was they took the profits from that and put it in something else and said that they were losing money.
Yep.
Yeah, we went to WCW Metro during that time.
Yep.
You and I.
Yep.
So up in Buffalo.
Yep.
Loved WCW at that point. I went to Thunder in Syracuse. And I got to witness David Arquette win the world title.
Wow.
Yeah.
That was as a matter of fact, that was what this last episode, that was the end of the episode, was them talking about David Arquette. He was actually on the program talking about it.
He never wanted that.
He didn't want it, and when Vince Russo came to DDP and told him
right there. Yep.
When they told him that was the finish, they didn't believe it.
Like, bro.
We're not. He's like, you seriously cannot be doing this. He's like, yeah, it's a great. It's what the TV show needs. He's like, you can't. This can't happen.
It was great synergy because they had Ready to Rumble coming out at the same time.
Right, and that's what they were doing.
One of the best stupid comedies or just sports movies of all time. Like, it's great. That's one of the best movies.
I love that movie. Love that movie. But it was one of the worst things that could have happened for wrestling at the time.
Yep.
But fun, though.
I was in the crowd and saw it happen live.
Nice. So, other thing that I've been watching is I actually watched 2 things. Something about the Hells Angels.
Oh, you watch that?
Yeah. Okay. Hells Angels Kingdom Come is what it's called. And they talk about like how they got started and, a couple of guys in the club, how they got into the narcotics business, stuff like that. So it's very interesting. And Paul will know the reason why. Danny knows the reason why I'm watching something about the Hells Angels. That's what the TV show Sons of Anarchy. That's who their club is
Because they're
based
gay.
on.
They had
That's not
they
nice.
had a Hell's Angels member in the club on the show.
Yeah, David. What's the camera? I kind of
Labravia.
Labravia.
Happy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Happy. He is an actual.
Happy.
I
Hey.
am disappointed in you, Corbs.
Why?
You should have known that.
I couldn't remember how to pronounce his last name, but I would call him Happy.
Yeah.
That's how I know him. And Happy was the best. Happy was the second best character on that show.
Who's the best?
Opie's the best.
Oh yeah. Chibs.
Hope he's dead.
Chibs too.
Chibs, yeah.
I like
I
Chibs.
was always a fan of Opie.
Yeah, me too.
So
Yeah.
and then
I heard that
the other
about
thing. Oh, shut up.
Opie from Family Guy.
Keep it up, and I'll have you come over and examine my shit.
Ooh, yeah, it's probably slippery.
And then the other thing I've been watching is United Gangs of America.
Yep, me too.
So that's pretty cool. They talk about some of the bigger gangs. They talk about MS-13, which is probably the most violent gang, and they talk about the women in that gang as opposed to the men.
Yep.
So stuff like that. 18th Street, Chicago. So I'm not sure what this week's was because it was just on tonight. But I've been watching those shows. So.
Yep.
Tried to watch Halo tonight. Second season of Halo.
Oh
For
shit,
some reason-
that's back.
Second season's been out and done.
Oh.
And my son and I tried to watch. Bryce and I tried to watch it, and I couldn't get the first episode to load up correctly. It would start.
Tell you.
Pretty much, it was telling me I couldn't. So I just said, "Well, I guess you're not fucking watching this tonight." So I don't know. Whatever.
All right.
It's all good in the hood.
We've done it all, right? 'Cause I haven't watched anything because fucking. I have
Danny hasn't gone yet either, Chief.
Oh yeah.
You can skip over me if you want.
Yeah, fuck that guy. Get him out. He has the wrong color background. Danny, I'm sorry. What are you watching?
I'm watching a couple of things that Sean mentioned,
Liar.
but and I'm watching the Acolyte, but I've kind of gotten like watching movies. Like I watched a movie that I should have done for the last podcast with the B movies that are bad, but you watch them every time they're on. I watched Down Periscope.
Oh
Kelsey
my God.
Grammer. The movie is
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
hilarious.
Easy, Paul. Easy, Paul. Holy crap, dude.
He made me pop. Good job.
Yeah.
Good job.
The movie is just dumb, but it's funny, and I just enjoy it. I watched that. Sean watched Ice Pirates last week or a few weeks ago, and then I watched
Bub
that.
Pirates, yes. Bub Pirates.
And then
Different show.
yeah, different show. And stuff like that. I can't get into you can't get into gay porn. I saw gay porn once for like 45 minutes, and
45
what the-
minutes. Wow.
I'm
That's too
kidding.
long.
You
That's
really
too
let
long.
it go there, buddy.
I'm kidding. It's from Bert Kreischer. And that's the other thing I've been watching. I've been watching a lot of stand up. I watched all the Bert Kreischer shit again. Taylor Tomlinson,
she's
Kevin Hart
funny.
shit. But nothing too much. I mean, I've watched a few videos. I watched Ink Master for
heard that about you.
looking at tattoos and stuff like that. And that's really about it. I mean, I spend most of my day on the goddamn phone trying to get in touch with unemployment. So,
Don't bring the show down, man. Come on.
that's it.
He's like, oh shit. Okay, I'm done.
What you got, Paul?
I
What
think
you
I
watching?
already
Come
said
on.
it.
What you doing?
Last week saw The Acolyte. That's what I've got.
Yeah, you gotta watch
Yeah,
this
but how many
week's.
shows have you seen? Just the first two?
The first three, because we had two for the premiere.
Yeah.
So I'm
You're one
2
episode-
weeks in. We didn't get this week's in yet because it's
Yeah, I haven't
been a
got this
week.
week's in yet either.
It's been a
Yeah.
week. Kylie's on 2 different softball teams, and Madison started a marching band. So we're trying.
All right, don't bring the show down, Paul. Come on.
Thank you. I
He's
appreciate
going like,
that.
man.
I love it. I appreciate that. So other than
Wait.
Acolyte,
Hey, what's Hugh watching?
Fuck him.
Nobody cares.
Not here yet.
Wait.
I'm just saying.
Let me Danhausen it. There you go.
Oh.
Where the hell's he been?
Danhausen?
Yeah.
Indie shows. Because AEW can fucking eat shit.
Did they release him?
No, he's still on contract, but they won't use him.
Okay.
So
Gotcha. I understand.
fuck those fucking
Oh,
fuckers.
fuck. I forgot to tape that tonight.
All right. Anyway, yeah, all I've gotten to watch is the Acolyte. Madison's pushing hard for me to go see Inside Out 2, and that's a strong negative right there.
Lewis Black is your only saving grace with that, basically.
What's Inside Out? What is
It's
that
a
about?
Emotion.
yeah, it's all about the different emotions.
Oh, the animated one.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Right.
She
Ethan
wants
Hawke's
to go see
daughter's
it.
in it, though.
Yeah,
Oh,
she's on
Use that,
NXT every
Paul.
week too. So
it's probably better than the Acolyte.
I doubt it.
Well, if it's like last night, then never mind. We'll see.
Kevin, show up at his house, brain him.
No.
I got
Good
nothing
day,
else.
sir.
This
Huh.
easy, Willy Wonka. I got nothing else. So
Ah,
What? You're right there, champ.
no, I'm good.
Wow, what'd you do?
He like stabbed himself with a pen. We got a bleeder. We got a bleeder.
Stop it.
How'd you get the nuts above the Frank?
Frank and beans.
What?
I had
We're starting early for next week.
right.
Oh.
Fuck.
You okay over there, dude?
No, I lost my
You lost your
Next.
shit?
next bit. Okay.
You lost your marbles?
Always.
Oh,
His marbles been gone. 9 concussions.
Well, 9.5.
years. Shit.
All right,
You guys realize this has been a decade, right?
We've been on the show for a decade?
August
Feels
will
like
be
it.
August will be a decade.
Oh, I thought we were just talking about just this show.
This one, yeah, right. But I think we're about ready to wrap this shit up.
Well, we'll drop your nuggets so we can get this shit over with.
Fantastic.
You sure?
Yep.
If you can find it.
You can read it.
Getting old, dude. More often than not, a hero's most epic battle is the one you never see. It's the battle that goes on within him or herself that really means something. Good night, everybody, and Mega Wave bitches.
bitches.
Concussion 10.
Bitches!
This has been a GeekPod Network production.